You think we're gonna beat all these games?
Nope.
Backlog boys.
No, probably not.
You know, Vaughn, the cinematicism in this game is really underrated.
You think so?
Yeah, I mean, look at this.
It is quite pretty.
Welcome back to the show, everyone.
You know, I've heard that people just like loops spinning around on the internet and watch it and fall asleep to it.
Loops.gif.
Do you like fall asleep to anything, or do you fall asleep in silence?
I cannot have any sound happening if I'm trying to sleep. If there's sound happening, I am having a bad time.
You're gonna die next to it?
Holy smokes, this room sucks. Okay, we need Miss Charms with her firepower. Oh, she's on ice right now. Ice Queen.
There's a few things I sometimes fall asleep to. Sometimes it's not.
Oh, shit.
He get you?
Yeah, he did. He sure did.
He'll probably be good.
No, I'm gonna bring back Charms.
Run and gun. Oh, you can bring back Charms.
Yeah. Oh, I only have one revival powder left, though. Alright, let's see how he does with fire, I guess.
Do we have a stand-in?
Oh, yeah, we have plenty of stand-ins.
Okay. So maybe we'll want to save, you know.
Oh, he's doing okay.
For if Loops goes down.
Trix is really good, man. He's really good.
He actually is.
Yeah.
I sometimes fall asleep to jazz, like the jazz station.
Really?
Yeah.
I cannot fall asleep to music because I'm listening to it.
It can't be music that I know. And like the jazz station very rarely doubles back on itself, it seems like.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I can't do it. Can't do it. Because I just like, if it's music I've never heard before, I'm like listening to it and analyzing it and seeing if it's something that I like.
Yeah.
And if it's music that I've heard before, my brain is just telling me what's coming next.
Yep. It's anticipating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it needs like the resolution. Man, this lady sucks.
Sometimes have been known to fall asleep to ASMR.
Really?
Yeah.
Like what kind
Recently.
of what kind of ASMR?
It's usually like a
pretty lady.
Well, no, because my eyes are closed, so it doesn't matter.
But I mean, they sound pretty.
I mean that
or like
occasionally.
just knowing that they're pretty.
A lot of times it's like
67.
Another language, like just kind of rambling. Because like if I understand it, it's not.
Yeah, you're listening to the conversation. Yeah. I've never thought about that before.
But if it's like another, if it's like I don't know, French or Finnish or Japanese, like
I love the sound of Japanese being spoken, especially depending on the voice. I've never tried falling asleep to random Japanese that I don't understand, but I suppose it'd be worth a try. I've tried just about everything else.
It triggers me.
I'm terrible.
In a good way.
I'm terrible at sleep.
Okay.
I've always struggled with sleep. Oh, this guy's gonna hit me while I'm in the water. Yep, the damage never came off. Like the number was displayed, but it didn't. Or maybe he
made like the
does the gauge? Yeah, the gauge does like watch the gauge. Yeah, it does go down
out for a sec.
Now we finally know.
All questions will be answered in the dark shaft, or the demon's
dark shaft. Yeah, episode 100 million.
The Demon's Cloud, Dark Shaft.
We're still learning stuff about this game, which is awesome.
That does mean it has a fair amount of depth.
This game?
Yeah.
This game has definitely got some depth. There's some stuff going on.
Yeah, you could just... Can you not attack from in here?
I can't, so I'm at a disadvantage. I'm debating whether or not I should bring back...
He makes such a weird noise when he gets hit.
Oh! Yeah, he sounds like a
baby.
Schoolboy.
Schoolboy, yeah. There's also like things of like layered noises, or like not noises, but like layered speech so that you can't understand it.
Oh, like a lot of conversations?
No, like just like a couple, but they're like quiet. They're all quiet, and like you can't make out a single one.
I would not.
So it's just like idle conversation that you can't hear.
I would not like that at all.
No,
that's like the worst thing for me to sleep. Like that's like my least favorite thing is like waking up to the sound of like people like across the house like having a conversation, and you can't hear anything that they're saying. You can just hear that they're talking, and I just can't sleep. And it makes me angry. I'm one of those people that like if I get woken up
news.
sound, like I'm like upset that I have been woken up.
Who did this?
Yeah. Because odds are it was before I wanted to get up.
Probably, yeah.
Because, like, I don't know. I'm, like, really bad at falling asleep, and I'm very easily woken up. I'm an extremely light sleeper.
I'm a pretty heavy sleeper.
And, like, every night I can expect to, like, jerk awake a few times because of some, like, random sound. And sometimes I swear I'm in, like a not even, like, fully asleep state. Where, like I'm having, like, a dream, but I'm also, like, aware that I'm having a dream, and I'm just thinking about, like I'm having the dream, but then I'm also thinking about, like, oh man, like, I've got to do this and that tomorrow when I wake up, and, like, and then I'll just end up, like, rousing myself out of sleep because I'm, like, thinking about, like, real stuff. And it sucks.
Doesn't sound fun.
Yeah, it's not. Like, the first night of the camping trip that we went on, I don't think I slept at all.
Oh.
It was horrible because there was, like, people the campsite across from us, you know, probably like 150 feet away.
We're talking.
We're, like, talking.
Oh, you could hear them across. Was it across a lake or something?
No, it was just like a path.
Okay.
And then, like, you know, if, like, Liz, like, rolls over, that's enough noise to wake me up. And,
wow.
And there's no, like, white noise. So then, like, once everybody did go to sleep and it was silent, like, you know, the slightest noise sounds, like, massively loud and wakes me up instantly. And then it stormed. And
oh, that's a good thing for me. But it sounds like it wouldn't be for you.
well, no, actually, rain is great because white noise is pretty much exactly what I need to sleep. It's like
Okay.
the only thing that helps me sleep noise-wise is white noise or any kind of, like, drone noise. you
Definitely
know,
helps me too.
Pink noise, brown noise.
Orange?
I think there is an orange noise.
Oh, really?
There's one for just about every color you could think of. Yeah, it's like different frequencies. Most of them are okay. But no, the rain was great sound-wise, but was it poison? Or was it a
No,
curse?
I think it was.
Yeah, it was a curse.
Okay.
Whoa, that looks really
That
cool.
looks really cool, yeah.
The rain was great until the tent started flooding,
Oh. Yeah, that happens.
which took a long time. It was a good tent, but it stormed really hard, so eventually
Okay.
there was just no helping it.
I have an app on my phone that, like, has, like, a few different settings of, like, rain sounds.
Yeah.
That I sometimes fall asleep to as well.
Yeah, I've messed around with those a little bit, but for some reason my brain knows that it's, like,
Fake.
pre-recorded or something. Yeah. Like, it needs to be, like, in the room. I've never messed around with, like, a fancy, like, white noise machine, but I've heard good things about those. But yeah, something about, like, I used to try to do it with my iPad, but something about it coming out of, like, a phone speaker or an
I
iPad
usually
speaker
use headphones. Like, not, like, headphones in your ears, but, like, big headphones.
over the years. Well,
Yeah.
there's no way I'd be able to sleep with headphones on because I'm usually laying on my side. But yeah,
Makes it sound like you're in the storm when you have headphones on. It's kinda
Yeah.
cool. Like you're outside.
right.
But yeah, I could see what you're saying. Like, out of a phone speaker, it sounds pretty fake.
Well, and something about it, it's like subliminally making me think that it's like an alarm.
Oh, yeah.
Because I get triggered by my alarm clock. Oh man, it is
Like you wake up shaking.
it is bad. Yeah, I wake up on the first beep of the alarm, and it's usually disarmed by like the third. Like it is immediate, and it like I hate it. There is like an intense ire for my
Ooh.
alarm.
That's, you know, we were talking about words earlier. I think ire is a word that can't be easily replaced.
Yeah, it's
Because it has a very, very,
very
specific
strong.
meaning. And it's very strong, yeah.
Yeah, and like there was
draw on
there was
ire.
one time where I had like a somewhat common phone, and one of the default sounds was what I used as my alarm. And I was like out somewhere or like at work or
And you heard it?
a class or something, and someone else had the same phone, and it was like their ringtone.
It triggered you.
And oh my god, I was like freaking out. I was like, please answer that, please silence it. Like they were ignoring it because I was talking to them or somebody was talking to them. And so they were just letting it go. And I was like freaking out. I couldn't handle it. And it like was hurting my bones.
Okay.
Like,
I'm kind of surprised that so many people use like stock sounds for their ringtones when like it's 2016 and you easily have the ability to make it whatever you want.
well, you know, it's interesting you bring that up because I'm actually one of those people.
Okay.
Because I just don't care. Mm-hmm. And like, I get so few phone calls. And like, I don't, like, other than like taking my own personal music collection and putting it on the phone, and then if it'll let me just use a song, then maybe. But like, going to the trouble of like getting that app that will let you like cut them up.
Usually you don't need an
or
app,
like,
you can just,
you know, whatever. It just, I don't know. I just don't care.
okay.
And I think it makes it harder for me to notice it. Like if I'm like out somewhere and like my phone is playing like a song,
Yeah.
I don't notice it as much as like a more like alert sounding kind of sound.
For mine, a while it was the Gower Plains thing. And so like you hear that and it's like, okay, that's obviously my phone. That couldn't possibly be anybody else's phone. I highly doubt.
It also like changes the way I feel about whatever that song is.
Yeah.
And I don't like that.
No, never set a song you like as an alarm.
Well, not even an alarm, just as a ringtone.
Tomorrow on the boys.
Tomorrow on the boys, more late night chit-chats.
More late night chit chat with the boys.
Late night chit chats with the boys.